Airtours has changed in the last 10 years. It's changed from being a company that had 750,000 customers a year just flying out of UK with one brand. We now today have 15 million customers every year book and go on holiday with the Airtours group. We fly many aircraft out of many countries, and we have 80 different tour operating brands, all of which travel on some of our aircraft at some time.
March the 20th, 1991, saw the first commercial flight of Airtours International. Things have changed dramatically over this 10 years, not only with us, but with the tour operator to which we're associated. We used to fly purely for Airtours, but Airtours itself has now become Airtours, Panorama, Manos, Direct Holidays.
The actual history of the airline is incredible. It's gone from a new start airline and in just 10 years has become the most complicated and the largest charter airline in the UK.
We started with the MD-83 for a very specific reason. We felt at that time it was the most reliable aircraft to carry out our task. We always thought the A320 would be an excellent aircraft, we just needed time. That time came in about 1993 when we started a fleet rollover from the MD-80s onto the A320s. But we have always looked as to what will give the best product to the tour operator and to our customers. Hence the 767, which we felt was the best aircraft in its class at the time. And now we've moved on to the A330, where we feel we can give an even better product to the passenger.
The A330 is a little bit bigger than the MD-83, and I think the size of it, the design of it, the fact that we now have two class, premium gold and ordinary premier class, plus the fact that we've got the downstairs washrooms, which is much more convenient for our customers. I think it's a terrific aeroplane, and it's an aeroplane of the next decade. It's a big step forward, it's super for our customers, and it's a great aeroplane for our crews to fly as well.
So why have we been so innovative? What has been the target? The target has naturally been the customers. They have a choice with whom they fly, and we want them to choose Airtours International. The Airtours check-in facilities may sound crazy, but flying can be a stressful experience. We want to take the stress out of flying. If people arrive in something marked with Airtours as plainly as it is, they know at least they're in the right place to start their journey. We have developed a pre-booking system where for the first time, and it still has not been copied, we can seat passengers, give them a meal of their choice with their name on it, and pre-book duty-free. The heart of the operations is the operations centre, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. We're continually looking to improve the technology behind this area.
This is the operational control centre and is responsible really for the day-to-day running of the airline and ensuring that close communication amongst our air crews, our passengers, our airports, and really making the operation run, trying to make it run as punctual as we possibly can. That's our number one aim, getting passengers away punctually and on time.
With so many aircraft being sold, we were afraid that we would not get the pick of the training facilities that we needed. And so the company decided that we should invest in a training centre with a top-class simulator, which means that we will have the facilities to train all of our pilots on all of our types.
The facility is fairly new, and at the moment we are only using this Airbus A320 simulator, but fairly soon there will be Boeing 757 and 767 simulators and an Airbus 330 simulator, which will give us a full suite of simulators to cover all the training requirements we have for our crews. Simulators are a perfect replica of the aircraft in terms of cockpits and procedures and systems. It enables crews to come in here to practice in particular emergency procedures that they wouldn't experience on the line on a day-to-day basis. It also allows us to train them, to bring the standards up to those that we require for the company, and for them to practice and practice again to get those procedures right, without the difficulties and cost that it would take to do that airborne.
The cabin crew are vitally important to us, and so we did not want to leave them out. So a cabin crew training simulator was created within the facility. This included doors for the 757, 767, A330 slides, etc., so that we have the full facilities to train our staff. Sanford has proved such a success, just about all of the charter airlines in the UK go through it now. It means you can be through and into your car within an hour of touchdown at Orlando.
We carry any sort of cargo, surgical gloves, carpets, computers, even cars. And we actually carried the mast from the Olympic yachting team some years ago.
When we looked at aircraft for the long haul, we looked not only at customer comfort, but what else was available on the aircraft. And obviously the belly is of considerable importance, not only for carrying the baggage, but can it carry cargo? To that end, we have developed an extremely successful cargo business, and it's one we intend to develop in the forthcoming years. We have the right aircraft for it, and we have the right people to manage it.
When we first started, it was 54 tons in 1 year. Now, in this year, we will do 9,000 tons, or as we term it, 56 million freight ton kilometres. It's a lot of cargo. To get the cargo on the aircraft, there are literally hundreds of people involved in it. We have 87 sales offices worldwide, from Sydney to Singapore, back to London, Heathrow, Manchester. And those people will take the reservation, but before that happens, the manufacturer will give it to the freight forwarder will give it to the handling agent, it's loaded onto the aircraft as we've seen today, and then exactly the same happens in reverse the other end.
Cargo provides a lot of revenue to us, and it's extremely important. CAA statistics are showing that we are the third largest cargo carrying passenger airline in the UK, which I think is fairly impressive.
I think why we've been so successful, both as an airline and as a tour operator, is that we have great people working for us, and their infectiousness rubs over onto our passengers, so we have happy passengers.
We've been together with a lot of crew now for 10 years, so I've got a lot of friendly faces that I can see every day coming into work, a lot of new faces, which is great, you know, because it keeps the job interesting, you know, finding out different things about different people. Team orientation is very important among Airtours crew. You rely on your crew you've got working with you, and it's very important having the confidence and knowing that they are there to back you up when you need them.
I've been very lucky, really. I joined Airtours at a time when the airline was still relatively small, as a first officer in that seat. And as a result, the airline's grown very quickly over those years. So I've been able to, fortunately, been promoted along with the expansion of the airline. So I now find myself in command of sometimes 767, 326 seats, flying to the other end of the earth, really, which is quite exciting.
10 years ago, before I started working for Airtours, I was doing promotion work. It was something I always wanted to do. I enjoyed working with people, and Airtours is very much teamwork. Everybody works together and they make the airline what it is today.
Some of the main reasons we're successful is the very close teamwork within our airline. All departments are involved, and my colleagues behind me in this operation have a very important role in ensuring the information that we provide to our air crews and to our colleagues on the ground, and indeed for the benefit of our passengers, is quality information. And as again, it's a strengthening of the teamwork together to make sure we're all pulling in the same direction to operate safely and to operate functionally and well.
What makes us special, I think, is the people and their attitude towards the customer. And what we're able to do, I think, is to set people off on their holiday in the right frame of mind.
On a lot of our publicity material, you will see a 757 flying in formation with the red arrows. We're very proud of our association with the red arrows and believe that it does emphasize the professionalism of the company.
Where do I see us in the next 10 years? Well, if you look at the airline, the number of tourists flying on package holidays is expected over the next 10 years to grow by some 60% over today's existing numbers. And if we just grew at the same rate as the market grew, which is something that Airtours have never done, we always grow faster than the market, then in 10 years' time, we wouldn't be flying 50 aircraft as a group today, we'd be flying somewhere between 80 and 100 aircraft.
We're a wonderful airline because we're We're so dynamic, diverse. There are wonderful opportunities for promotion and command, wonderful opportunities for flying both short haul and long haul, and it's a very fun place to be.
In Airtours International, we have some of the most enthusiastic, experienced and innovative people in the industry. It is because of these people that Airtours has developed over this last 10 years, and it is because of them we will move forward again into the future and the next 10 years.
Running this group is like sitting on a three-legged stool. You have to keep your customers happy, you have to keep your staff happy, and you have to keep your shareholders happy. All I would say to all of you is please keep smiling, please be happy, please look after our customers, because it's our customers that in the end look after us. And thank you very much for everything that you've done for the airline and for the whole Airtours group.